Obey or honor your father and your mother, that it may be well with you. Honor your father and your mother. This is a commandment, is the fifth commandment in the 10 commandments that the Lord gave to his people. Is the fifth one. But among the 10 commandments, honoring your father and honoring your mother is the first commandment that the Lord attached a promise to. And that promise was that it may be well with you and that you may live a long life. You honor your mother, you honor your father, that you may live a long life and that it may be well with you. So when you dishonor your mother and you dishonor your father, it may not be well with you and you will not live a long life. That is just the principle and that is just the protocol. You can disobey it, but I'm here to tell you what the Lord is saying. And he's saying, I'm not here to convince you to be best friends with a parent. I'm not here to convince you. But what I'm here to tell you is for you to honor them. Mother's Day is coming. Father's Day is coming. It doesn't have to be a gift. But when in your life, in your lifetime, you have to find a way to honor the parent figure in your life. Find a way to honor them so that it may be well with you in your endeavors, so that you will live a long life. It being well with you, it's not a matter of you not being happy. Yes, you will be happy. You'll be married. You have children. You finish your education. You will have a great job. You will have enough money. Yes, but that's not the wellness that the Lord is talking about. The wellness that the Lord is talking about, it's like when you're trying to fight gravity, it will consistently continue to pull you down. No matter how far you go, if you dishonor your parents, it will be like a force of gravity pulling you behind. As far as you go, there will always be that force that is pulling you backwards, so that you may live a long life. Another promise is that you will live a long life. You living a long life, it's not a matter of living to be 200 years old. You living to be 150. Not that type of long life. But the long life that God is talking about is that you will live a life of legacy. A life where you may be dead physically, but your spirit lives on. A life that you may be dead physically, but your words live long. A life that is worthy, a life that is valued, a life where you live a legacy for your children and your children's children, a life that you live a legacy for your family, a life that you live a legacy for humanity, a life that you live a legacy for the world. When you honor your parents, when you honor any parent figure in your life, your life becomes worthy of living. It doesn't matter what you go through. It doesn't matter your challenges. In the part one, we were talking about the pain and the trauma that parents may have caused us. A step parent, a father figure, a mother figure may have cost you. A caregiver may have cost you. You were probably brutally beaten up. Domestic violence, you were exposed to that. And you grew up having anger, having this hatred towards your parents. And to you, you have left that behind you and you are living your life. You are moving on with your life without looking back to the umbilical cord that was cut when you was giving birth. You know, the many mothers in the world, the many males, I should say, males and females in the world, God chose your mother, your father, to be the people that he will use to create you in his image. It could be someone else. It could have been someone from a different race. It could have been someone from a different ethnicity. But God chose your parents from that ethnicity, from that race, to use to create you in his own image. Such a person must be honored. You cannot dishonor someone God used to create his image and expect your life to be the same, and expect life to be well with you, and expect you to have a legacy that is worth of looking up to. Beloved, Mother's Day is coming. Father's Day is coming. I don't know if you want to buy a gift or you just want to call that parent. The most powerful thing that you can do is doing something for the person that hurts you, doing something for that parent that has hurt you. That is the most powerful thing that you can do. And I want to tell you something, that one of the things that we are not mindful of is that when the devil wants to attack someone, when the devil wants to do something in your life or against you, he first comes to spy. He comes to survey. He comes to look around you, to look into your friends, to look inside your heart, to look inside your mind, to see if there is anything that he can associate himself with. And one of the things that he can associate himself with is anything that disregards the commands of God, anything that disregards the principles and the protocols that God has put in place. He comes to search you to see if he can relate something in you with himself. If he can find hatred and relate to that, if he can find anger and relate to that, he searches to find unforgiveness, the spirit of unforgiveness dwelling inside of your heart. He comes to survey to see if I can relate to this person. And when he finds that, he attaches himself, because that is where he can relate to. That is where he can find a connection with you and I, because you are a child of God. He doesn't have any portion of anything in your life. He doesn't have any part in your life. But he comes to see if he can find something, if there is any door, if there is any door that's open, any door of anger, any door of hatred, any door of unforgiveness. He comes, he attaches himself to that and uses that against you. So when the Lord said, honor your parents in Ephesians 6, and honor your father, honor your mother, that it may be well with you, what the Lord is saying is that when you honor your parents, when the devil comes, he will not find anything on you that he can relate himself with. What are you keeping inside of you that is of the devil that he can relate to? What are you keeping inside of you that is of the devil can associate with? Let it go. I want to usher you into a place of forgiveness before we enter into Mother's Day and we enter into Father's Day. Because a mother is hoping somewhere. A father is in hope somewhere, expecting that their child will call them or buy them something or celebrate them. Any form of honoring, I plead with you, any form of honoring, do that it may be well with you. You're not doing it for them, and you're not doing it because they were right. but you are doing it to say that you want it to be well with your life and you want to live a life of legacy. I'm telling you, no matter how high you go, no matter how far you go in life, you need to honor your parents, because there will always be that part of you that pulls you behind. You may succeed, but there will always be that part. There'll always be that part. You feel like you have to find a way to make them pay for what they have done, to make them pay for what they have cost you in your life. But I'm telling you, it's not worth it for you. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You are too precious. Your life is too precious. The legacy that you are living is too precious for you to let something that traumatic hold you back. Let it go. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. And I want to pray for you. I want to pray for you this instant, that if there is anybody, Father Lord, if there is anybody whose life has been messed up, if there is anybody who has struggled or who is struggling in their life because of their past encounters, because of their past experience with any parent figure, I pray for you to set them free. I pray for you to set them free. Father, from today on, by the authority that you have invested in me, by the authority that I have as a child of God, Father, I declare in the name of Jesus that from today on, from this day on, their life will never be the same. Their life is changing. They will be no more bound. They will be no more held by the trauma, by unforgiveness of their parents. Lord, set them free and set them apart and set them onto higher heights in the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus, you are the only God that I know that you are able to mend hearts. You are the only God that I know that you are able to organize a life that is disorganized. Lord, I pray any life that has been messed up, any life that is disorganized because of anything that our parents did, anything that any parent figure did, I pray in the name of Jesus that liberty will be ours in the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. You will not backslide in your success. You will not backslide in your success. You will not backslide, my God. You will not backslide. You are moving forward and you are not backsliding any longer. You are moving forward and ahead. You are being raised up into greater heights in the name of Jesus. For the fact that you have tuned in, for the fact that you have received this word, I declare upon your life in the name of Jesus, right now, from today on, you are living a better life. From today on, nothing will hold you back. From today on, not your hurts, not your trauma, not your pain will hold you back. The Lord will hold you forward. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. My God. Ma rababo shadabaha. Rababo shadebre antaya rababaha. Rababo shadebre antaya rababaha. Lebre kado shaya rababaha. Makadidi briantaya rababa. Labro shadebre antaya rababa. There is one thing that I will tell you, beloved. To receive what the Lord has declared to you, there is something you have to do. And what you have to do to enter into a new life, a life where there is no backslide, a life where when you start something, there is no stopping you, a life where when you put your mind to something, there is no ending, a life where when you begin something, God expands your territory, expands your circumference, the aura around you, God expands it. There is something you have to do that I want you to do. If you have received this word and you want to partake in the blessing of this prayer that I just prayed, if you want to partake in this blessing that I have just poured out, find a way to honor that mother that you haven't spoken to for years. Find a way to honor that father that you have not spoken for years. It will be the most powerful thing. If you will do this, if you will find a way on Mother's Day, on Father's Day, find something. It could be a call. Whatever the Spirit leads you, whatever your heart desire to do, I'm telling you, you will do it to break yokes. You will do it to break chains. You will do it to break a force that is holding you back. Do this that it may be well with you. Do this that you live long. That you live a life of legacy. Honor your father and your mother. This is the first commandment that the Lord attached a promise to. And that promise is you living abundant life. Is you living a life without nothing or nobody being able to fight you. They will try. Yes, they will try. But they can't stop you. They will not be able to stop you. Do this. I'm telling you. Do this. Lord, I thank you. I thank you for this journey.